What is going on, you stark raving lunatics? Guys, you've been telling me that I've been wrong all this time, all the way back when Levi was crypto kinging it up and telling you, people are saying we're going to have a million, billion, jillion explosion, 10,000. We're going to go way up. We're going to $1 in about a week or two, or whatever he used to say. And then you had classy crypto going, what is going on, everybody? I'm so classy that we're going to go to 1,000x or whatever these guys were saying, right? And guys, I told you that if things were happening, that we would have these parabolic runs. But I look at these charts every day and I tell you exactly what is going to happen. And guess what? It's exactly what happens. Now, you guys didn't like it. Some of you didn't like it when I told you that we were coming down and we were going to start to visit these fives. You were like, no, it's not going to happen. No, we're not going to do that. Well, here we are. So if you're not following me already, you better start following. You better hit that subscribe button. You better hit the like button, and you better hit the bell to be notified, because I will tell you exactly what is going on with Luna Classic. I won't give you the insider perspective. I won't give you that pie in the sky. That being said, we are about to explode, by the way, because there are indicators, and Luncpredator has solved at least a part of the code, which would be indicative of something about to happen. However, part of that is human emotion. Is he 100% right about it? Not exactly, but he's at least somebody who respectfully has a solid basis and theory that's not just we're going to do a million, billion, thousand, 10%. Stick around. We're going to do some TA real quick. We're going to check out what the charts are saying, and then we're going to get into what the Luncpredator has said, and I'm going to wrap this thing up. There is another proposal to burn. We just burn everybody, just burn everything. Then it would all be burned and everybody would go price up. Well, if you burn your tokens, you're not going to be able to trade them in for more money. Don't be a knucklehead. All right, guys, price action. So trading right now 57.05. We are right here in this point of control line. And guys, look, it's very simple here. Use small leverage, trade trade the heck out of this chart. Now, you will get wrecked every once in a while. I'm going to point that out to you. And if you are doing this for any length of time, then you will know. Once we break out of this and we have this parabolic run up, we try to catch this top. We catch this top, then we're going to short that all the way down. Now, why are we going to do that? Well, because it's the smart thing to do, and that's how you make more money. What happens when you make more money? Then you add more to your spot bag. Pretty simple, right? So you play this up to the top, and let me show you. Play it up to the top right here. Somewhere in this range, and then you short it down and you go down to the point of control, but it seems like it's breaking down a little bit, so you might want to hold a little bit longer. Comes down here into the value area low. You got to sell at that point, and then you got to buy and reverse your move, and then it goes back up to the point of control, but it still continues to move, and it comes back up here. So boom, now you're going to reverse that position. You're not going to come back up here because it doesn't come back up here. You're going to come down here, and then what does it do? And it comes all the way back down here again, and what do? You sell. And then what happens? It spikes all the way back up to the point of control. Now what do? Well, now you sit on the sideline. So what happens then? Comes down into the value area low. Then it spikes up a little bit. Now it hits the SMA right here, which is your sell signal. And then it comes way, way down right here. Now you would have entered a small trade in this range, then you would have entered a bigger trade in this range, and then you would have gotten the move back up here, and you've gotten this confluence of trading ranges. So then you would have sat on the sidelines because you sold. Got into the value area low right here, and then it came and it continued to come down into this range right here. So it's possible if you didn't do your leverage right, you got stopped out. But if you didn't, then boom, you were gone off to the races. You would have sold right here. Now, this came back down on a short, did not get to your value, to your point of control. Now, this also puts you back up here. So there's possibility that you could have gotten wrecked on this little move here, or one of these big moves right here if you were shorting or something like that. Wouldn't make sense if you were, but there are all kinds of different plays and all kinds of different moves. Guys, there's opportunity to make gains constantly on this chart, and if you're not doing it, you're not playing the game right. So start playing the game right. Start looking for moves into your value area lows, value area highs, and then start using that to accumulate more in your spot bag. If you accumulate more in your spot bag, and there's, let's say, 1,000, 1,500, sometimes 2,000 people, if a couple thousand of us were doing this every single day and we were accumulating more, we would be taking more of the supply off of the chain that we would be holding. We would be the beneficiaries of it all. It's very simple. And then guess what happens? Then the supply starts to reduce. Now, could we affect it completely? Not exactly. 2,000 people are not going to do it, but If we had 5,000 people, if we had suddenly something's going on over here and a lot of people are making a lot of money on it, then what would everybody do? They would come over and they would make a lot of money. It's very simple how it plays out. Now, again, let's move over to Station real quick. Community burn aid. I'm going to burn more. That's ridiculous, guys. Look, USTC repeg with Luna Classic, that is the burn. Everybody voluntarily, well, I want to give up 1 billion of my tokens because then if I do that, then all of a sudden the price is going to go up. That's not how it works. Like it's not going to do that. The amount that you would have to do is ridiculous. And then if everybody did it, well, everybody's not going to do it. That's not how it works. I'm not giving you my tokens for no reason. That's silly. It's nonsense. It's ridiculous. Stop asking people to do this. I have 12.1 million tokens, and then I have over here another 223,000. I started with 10 million tokens. I've accumulated an extra 2 million tokens over this period of time. That's good enough for me right now. So that's what I got. I'm not giving you more. I'm not burning my tokens for you just to make you feel good. If you can't handle it, get out. Like, it's okay. But Mike P, the Luncpredator, had a great post here, and I want to share it with you. What he's doing is basically drawing long-term support lines, and he's showing you yellow, orange, red, and purple. So what you're looking at right now is you're looking at that original trend line, which has been pretty much maintained. This is from the original initial pump. Then you have your second cap over here. Then you had a long-standing trend line, which we talked about, which broke. Then we had a secondary trend line, which we talked about, which broke. Then we have this tertiary trend line, which also, boom, broke. And now we have this fourth trend line, which is about to break. Now, when this starts to break, that's when you're going to start to see a breakout and a move back towards the upside. Then what becomes the first goal? Well, the first goal becomes this level right here. Then we get this level right here, then this level right here, then this level right here, then this level right here, and then all of a sudden here we are. So that breakout does take time. Remember, this collapse took time. The breakout won't take as much time, but it will take a little bit of time. So let's remember that. But kudos to Luncpredator for being right on this one. Like, he understands how this is playing. It's not a favorable method that's playing out, by the way. I do want to stress that, but it is the method that is playing out right now. So also, if you haven't followed me on all the majors of social media, and there are sponsors that I have that are popping up down at the bottom of the screen at all times, please check them out. That certainly helps me out, pushes me up, and helps me to afford to continue to provide you with this type of content on a daily basis. And finally, lunk burn. A lot of people talking about lunk burn, stuff like that, and how much burns are, et cetera, et cetera. And look, fine, track your burns, but at the end of the day, until USTC and Luna Classic are repegged, nothing's going to happen. Now, the problem with this is, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to look you in the eyes to tell you this: if you fade right now before the repeg happens, you will miss a magnificent sort of move, and you will regret it. So I would normally not say that you should hold, but I will tell you this: I am holding right now. I'm accumulating right now. I'm not going to sell because I'm not going to miss what is going to be a significant sort of move. It would be nothing to see this thing go from 350 million market cap to a $3.5 billion market cap as soon as the repeg starts to happen, and we start to see some significant burn happen, and people start to do the math and they figure out, whoa, this could be something huge. And the next thing you know, we see a massive amount of run up and a massive amount of value. But don't take my word for it. You just pay attention to what is going on, and you do what's right for you. Do your own research, figure this out for yourself. But Luncpredator is telling you, I'm telling you, everybody else is saying, well, we can do 1,000,000, billion, 10,000%. And also, I'm shutting my validator down because or whatever the reason is. I don't look, guys. I don't follow this shit anyway. So it's not financial advice. My name is Believes. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again very, very, very soon.